Absorb all the time, I'm guessing, right?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. I think it's fantastic. They should have those on like ships and stuff. So when people like fall overboard, you know, when you have to go overboard, you know, and the ship is sinking, I think it's kind of a safe thing, don't you? I think it's a really good thing. Patent it, take it to the bank.
Okay. Thanks, you.
So in a way, it's an interesting mixture of music, but writing songs is always the same. You're still beating your brains out against a piece of paper and a tape recorder.
I think I read somewhere talking about writing songs, kind of the antenna is up, and
yeah. I don't go for this creating things very much. At least from my point of view, everything I've done, I have more the feeling that the songs are already out there. They're there. All you've got to do is be receptive and haul them in, kind of thing, and recognize them when they're there. And first of all, I think that one gets rid of that whole thing about writer's block and all of that. I can't do it anymore. You know, people start agonizing. You know, I've lost it. Oh, it's all you got to do is put the antenna up, and something will come.
Have you ever had writer's block? Because I mean,
No, this is the way I avoid it.
So, do you think it was going to last this long? Obviously, shows in America don't seem to last more than 2 seasons.
Oh, blimey, I didn't think anything like that. I thought 2 weeks. I honestly thought 2 weeks. And for all I knew, me as an actor, 2 hours. You know, because they're perfectly entitled to pick up the phone and say, we just don't like that. Just get rid of him. Find another one by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. And they do that. So I thought it was a matter of hours. I didn't unpack my suitcase for about 6 months. I really didn't, because I'm a bit superstitious that way. I can't really believe it that all this amount of time's gone by. It seems incredible.
How does it feel actually going up close? And does he kind of look to you up in awe?
Does he look up to us?
Yeah. Is it because you're his favourite band, though?
Yeah, well, and he likes the music, and he's featured the music a lot in all his films, as you know. And you know, so he was a very good choice to make this movie, I think.
You're live now on Sky News. I mean, explain to the viewers back home, this is a Martin Scorsese movie starring you guys. It's not exactly just a documentary; it's a live concert.
It's not really. It's a documentary opening, and then it's mostly a concert film of a show we did in a small theatre in New York. On the last tour, so you know it's a very good concert movie, and I think it holds up very well, and people seem to like it. So we'll see. After I go, I'm going to see after.
You've had cameras sort of pushed in your face all the time. You're used to it, but did anything change when you got up on stage with all? I think it was like 16 cameras around the stage.
Many cameras, like 20 cameras or something. Yeah, no, it was it was pretty hard to be honest to avoid them knowing they're there, because you know, but we had a good time, and I think the movie looks good.
Did you take direction from Marty well, because you like your way, he likes
his?
his?
We weren't actually doing much of that, but we had a lot of fun making a movie. See you later.
Back in the studio all this time, and we reached the heights, the very, very top. What was your ambition at that time?
Get to the end of the song,
early on,
which was hard. To get to the end of the song in time and in tune, and that was really hard.
And today?
I mean, we formed our band before we could play, and it's preposterous, really.
So what is your message to young people today?
Get the spirit right.
Yeah.
Imagination over execution sometimes. The execution will catch up.
Oh, write about what you care about. That's the thing. Resonance will only happen if you care about what you're singing about.
Steve, first of all, thank you for the biggest laugh at the Emmys. When you ran up on stage to get Ricky's Emmy, was that just kind of an inspired moment on your part?
I don't know if it was inspired. It was spontaneous. I wouldn't call it inspired. John, I didn't know he was going to say that. I don't think he knew he was going to say that. And he just announced, for people who didn't see it, Ricky Gervais won the Emmy for Best Actor in a Comedy. And Jon Stewart, who I'd worked with on The Daily Show, said that Ricky had won, and yet he was going to give it to me. So I just ran up on stage. So yeah, it was sort of spontaneous and ridiculous, and we got a good chuckle out of it.
What you don't realize is that Britney's making you all this money, and all you do is write a bunch of crap about her. She hasn't performed on stage in years. Her song is called Give Me More for a reason, because all you people want is more, 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 more! Leave her alone! You're lucky she even performed for you. Leave Britney alone!
first time you sat down to read this script, what drew you to it?
Every page there was a laugh, and that's very, very, very unique and rare. And because scripts aren't very funny usually, ones that are billed as comedies. And it was really inappropriate and really wrong, and you found yourself laughing at things that are just not okay to be laughing at, which I loved.
You're a great bloke, and I think you're one of the funniest guys ever. So what I know is, what is the key to being funny?
What is the key to being funny? What is the key to being funny? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I don't know if that. Yeah, it's like a game. It's like there are games you play when you're 4 or 5 years old, and you call somebody. I could call you. You're a dirty wazoo, and then you're a dirty wazoo. Until somebody calls me something else. That's all.
It was really cool doing, getting to do the scenes with Michael Emerson and Terry O'Quinn.
You know what it made me think? It was, I thought that Lost should be shown every 2 weeks for 2 hours. And it's like a film. And because this show is it's so cinematic.
I found out from another actor who was in the coffin, but I was still kind of, because I didn't get it from the horse's mouth, I was like, well, I'll believe it when I see it. And then it showed up. I know they shot more than one person in the coffin, just to kind of throw people off the scent.
Sadly, very brief. It's like he came back and then, oh God, he's gone.
All I want is to have a lot to do. The more we see of John Locke, the happier I'll be because I love to work.